Recently, I read the book on the shortness of life by Seneca, a well-known philosopher and statesman in ancient Rome who is famous for his writing on philosophy and ethics. The book reflects on the fleeting nature of life and the need to make the most of the time we have. Seneca encourages us to live with purpose, passion, and meaning. In this summary, I'll share with you 3 key lessons that I learned from the book. Key lesson number 1. Life is short if you waste it on trivialities. You know life is short if you let it bog down by trivial things. Most of us waste our time on activities that don't really matter, even if they seem important at the moment. Pursuing a status or power is a classic example of making life seem short. You're always looking ahead to the next goal and can't enjoy what you have now. People often think that once they have accomplished everything, they finally have time to enjoy life, but it doesn't usually work out that way. Instead, they spend their whole life preparing for life. Seneca gives the example of Emperor Augustus. He talked about how he finally will have peace and rest after he retired from his duties, but that day never came for Augustus. The Roman Empire always needed him, and he couldn't step away. Seneca's point is clear. Don't waste your life on trivialities. Focus on what truly matters, like wisdom, virtue, and inner peace. These things will bring meaning and purpose to your life and allow you to live each day with joy and contentment. And in the end, isn't that what really matters? Key lesson number 2. Have a clear direction in your life. Imagine a ship that's been tossed around in a storm for a year. It may have made it back to port safely, but was it really on a successful and purposeful journey? The same goes for life. Being busy doesn't equate to living a meaningful life. It's important to set a direction and stick to it, but not every path should be taken. Some people constantly change direction and worry they are not on the right path. Others drift through life without direction until they're too tired or old to continue. Then there are those who waste their prime years on material desires and never change their ways. But the worst scenario is when you let someone else dictate your life and steer you off course. Working for someone with different values and goals than your own is a short way to a short and unsatisfying life. When you're in this situation, you may complain that your boss doesn't listen to you. But if you are not listening to yourself, why should anyone else? Key lesson number 3. Real happiness comes from within. We may have those moments where we feel temporarily happy because of external things, but those moments never last and they are not in our control. When you start chasing after material items and wealth, that's when you never truly feel satisfied. The key to true happiness is to be content with what you have and appreciate the good in your life. The moment you start wanting more than you need, that's when you feel like you're lacking. To use an analogy, if you crave water not because you are thirsty, but because you are feverish, your craving will never be satisfied. Such a craving is not necessity, it's sickness. The important thing in life can be taken away by others. No one can take away your ability to appreciate the beauty of nature or your ability to contemplate the mysterious of life. No matter where you are or what you're going through, you always have the capacity to find happiness within yourself. Living a fulfilling life doesn't mean you have to constantly look for approval from others or base your self-worth on their opinions. You should look to people who have come before you and learn from their experiences. This will help you figure out your purpose in life and make a positive impact on the world. And don't underestimate the power of inner peace. It's crucial. If you want the PDF summary of the book, click the link below and I'll be happy to send it to you. Thanks for being here with me. This is Bahman and I enjoy sharing with you.